So you're raising the issue of victim notification. And in the documents that I've circulated, I've addressed the issue of victim notification as well. The career prosecutor in this case had a difficult decision to make. And she didn't make it alone. She made it in consultation with the FBI, and she made it in consultation with the office. The agreement that had been negotiated had an unusual provision. Even though this was a state case, the victims would have the opportunity to receive restitution. Epstein would be required to pay for them to hire a lawyer to bring a case against him, a case in which he would have to plead no contest and provide them with restitution. And the concern, and these are the words of the career prosecutor, that, quote, she did not want to share with the victims that the office was attempting to secure for them the ability to obtain monetary compensation, because she is aware that if she disclosed that and the negotiations fell through, Epstein's counsel would use this to question the victim's credibility. And her concerns were not hypothetical. One of Epstein's attorneys had already asked one of the victims, quote, now tell me about when the federal prosecutors told you about getting money. And so when the agreement was signed, shortly after the agreement was signed, Epstein's counsels indicated that Epstein may not comply with the agreement. And the agreement was appealed at various levels within the Justice Department. And she details in this affidavit, an affidavit that's also corroborated by the FBI case agent, how she and he and the office was concerned that Epstein might not comply, and we would have to go to trial. And we had to weigh the issue of how much to disclose against the issue of if we have to go to trial, we want to win. We want to put Epstein away. And talking about this would allow him to make the argument at trial that their testimony was compromised. And so when it was finally clear that Epstein would comply with the agreement, she talks about how she made efforts to notify the victims, how that was a Friday afternoon at 4:15, and that she learned that the state had scheduled the plea for 8:30 the following Monday. And she talks about how over the weekend she made every effort to notify the victims at that time.